I'm Dr. T. Sangeeta, Head of the Department of BCom PA, PPG College of Arts and Science. I'm starting a new topic today, shares. Definition of share. A share may be defined as one of the equal parts into which the capital of a company is divided, entitling the holder of the share to a proportion of profits. Here, total capital of the company is divided into parts of small denomination, each such unit called shares. Next, types of shares. First one, equity shares. Equity shares, normally known as ordinary shares. It is part of ownership where member is a fractional owner of the company. Equity shares are owned by equity shareholder. There is no fixed dividend for equity shares. If there is any balance amount and repayment of capital to equity shareholder. Next one, preference shares. Preference shares are also known as preferred
I'm
stock
Dr.
is an exclusive share option which enable shareholder to receive dividend announcing by company before the equity shareholders. Profit and dividend only first preference to preferential shareholders. After that only divided to equity shareholder. Suppose a company closed on that time repayment of capital to first
I'm
distributed to
Dr.
the preferential shareholder. Next one, equity shares. Equity shares, that graph shows equity shares is the foundation capital of the company. Next one, preference shares. These graph shows preference shares or the shares which promise the holder to have some preference over the equity share of the company. Next one, issue of shares. When a company issues shares to the public, it is termed as issue of shares. The issue of shares means offer a share of ownership of the company to other person or the public for raising funds for expansion. Person included a natural person and an artificial person. Here, only the public limited company issue shares to the public. Suppose private limited company can issue shares friends and relatives. That is private limited company. Next one, here some important terms of issue of shares. First one, subscription of shares. Subscription of shares, capital rise through subscribed shares, the value of all the shares that investor agree to purchase. Subscribed share or the shares that investor have to promise to buy. Next one, oversubscription. When a company receive the application for a large number of share than those offered to the public, it is called oversubscription. Next one, undersubscription. If the total number of shares which application received is a less than number of shares issued, it is called undersubscription. Next one, issues of shares at bar. Shares are said to be issued at bar when they are issued at a price equal to the face value. Here, face value of share and issue value of the share both are same. For example, a company can issue shares, 1,000 shares of rupees 10 each. They can issue the share same value of rupees 10. So here the face value and issue value of the share both are same. That is called issue of shares at bar. Next one, issue of shares at premium. Companies can issue shares at face value of a share while there is an option for issue of shares at value which is more than the face value or bar value or nominal value of the shares. Such a type of share is known as issue of shares at premium. For example, a company issue of shares 1,000 shares of rupees 10 each. They can issue of shares 1,000 shares of rupees 12. That is more than the face value. It is called issue of shares at premium. Next one, issue of shares at discount. When a company issue of shares at a price lower than the face value of the share, then it is known as the issue of shares at discount. For example, XYZ issue of shares rupees 10 each. They can issue of the shares rupees 8, that is lower than the face value of the shares. It is known as issue of shares at discount. Thank you.